Hey guys, let's take a look at how I set up my trading monitors. I know you guys probably seen a million setups on Twitter and Instagram of these guys with these monster trading setups, and you're probably wondering, what the heck do they do on these things? How can you utilize this? Is there even a point to it? Well, I'll show you what I do personally on mine. And guys, let me just tell you something. I probably made more money trading on my laptop in overseas countries than I ever have at home. You don't necessarily need all this stuff, but it's just nice and fun to have because it allows you to look at everything just from a bird's eye view without having to hit tabs and click things. That's the main thing. You know, once I have this layout set up, I basically don't move anything throughout the trading day. So let's take a look and see exactly what the heck this stuff does. So the first things first, everybody should have a trading charting platform as their hub of what they're trying to do. I use TC2000, and so on this main window, I use a couple different layouts. So this is actually 3 separate layouts on TC2000. The bottom one is my scanning layout. So right down here, I've got some momentum scanners for up and down. These are chart breakouts or breakdowns with high relative volume with a couple other parameters. I've got just a news feed, and then I've got a list for gappers, and then an options chain. A lot of times on large cap stocks, I'll trade the options on them. And then of course, just like a flag watch list, these are like my main focus points. And I got different layouts on here, and so I can start filtering through for different things that are happening at night for my nighttime scanning, but also in the morning if things are moving around and I need to find some additional names. Now, I am one of those people, once my watch list is set, I'm not really hunting off for new names all the time. I may very rarely do it. So I've got all of this on the bottom, and I can just filter through and really tab through names really quickly. So like if I'm running a scan, I can just hit spacebar and I can go through these and find like basically the hottest charts around. I'm looking for big trenders and big breakouts essentially. On the second two, these are 2 different layouts. I've got in this main one, this is what I pipe into Zoom for my Discord room. It's got my favorite top 6 names, I should say top 5 names, and then a chart of the QQQ, which is my proxy of what's happening in the general market. And then on top of that is my secondary layout of my second 6 that I'm watching. These are gonna be like my 7 through 12 names that I think are hot. So they're not gonna be my main focus, so I keep them up on top. These are 43-inch Dell monitors, so you know I gotta look up a little bit. So I wanna keep kind of my secondary ones on top, but my primary ones over here. On my second monitor, I have an assortment of things. This is not a main trading layout, but this is a ancillary layout. I've got Slack here where I talk to the guys in my mentorship community. These are guys that I'm working with individually one-on-one. So I have an ongoing dialogue throughout the day with them, and I work with them at night. Of course, Twitter, social media, it could be Facebook, Match.com, Bumble, you know, whatever is on this side, whatever I'm in the mood for that day. Then I keep a price of all the cryptocurrencies, Ethereum, Bitcoin. I don't trade cryptocurrencies that often right now because the market is a little bit slow. Unless you're just trading Bitcoin, everything else has been in a standstill. But when the cryptocurrency market is hot, I will keep a 6-window layout or a primary layout of all the good cryptocurrency setups over there. And then up here, I've got Benzinga Pro. Benzinga Pro is a new scanner, but it's got some cool layouts on there. You can run in layouts for like an earnings monitor. You can make layouts for anything you want. So they have themselves like an earnings monitor. Right now we're not in earnings season, so there's not that many stocks, but during earnings season, this comes in real handy because you might get 100 different earnings reports every single day. You want to see who beat their earnings, who made a surprise. These are usually the stocks that end up going nuts. And then of course, like you can have different layouts for even things like analyst ratings, which really come in handy in bull markets. In bear markets, analyst ratings don't mean anything, but in the bull markets, you will see like big analyst upgrades, big price target upgrades, really launching stocks for a 2-3 day period. And so I want to be aware of those, especially if they're on names that I'm watching. If it's like on a Tesla, Nvidia, some tech stock, or just something with like a chart breakout or something that's on support, those are usually awesome plays that really get set off. And then my last of my Dell 43s, I use for an assortment of things. On the bottom, I have my trading platform. That's E-Trade. I use ThinkerCrap as a secondary platform. So I'll usually have that if the market's hot. I'll have that open on the side over here. Right now, I'm primarily doing my trading on E-Trade. If I need additional buying power, I go to ThinkerCrap. Beyond my E-Trade, I've got Trade Exchange. Trade Exchange is a new scanner. It's about $75 a month. I just love the layout on this. It's just quick and easy. They just post the good stuff. So you don't gotta like sit there and filter through. They've just got a running total of the news, and they've got like a nightly newsletter over here. This thing in the middle here is Medved Trader. A lot of people are probably not familiar with this. Medved Trader is awesome for keeping your watch list organized, but I also use it as a backup trading platform. See, the one thing with Medved Trader is that it is a platform that's essentially like a meta platform. It connects to your E-Trade, your Ameritrade, your cryptocurrency accounts. I've got this hooked up to a backup interactive brokers account for my IRAs. So I can use this platform to trade off all my other accounts. Now, because it's not directly of that company, there is not the same speed as you were if you were just trading on E-Trade Pro, but it's awesome for a backup. But also if I need additional buying power, I can use this to connect to my interactive brokers or my Thinkorswim without having to log into additional platforms. It just saves me time, it saves me screen space. And then over here, I'm watching some more cryptocurrencies. This connects to Medved Trader. Your Medved Trader will also get in Coinbase and Binance pricing, so that's pretty cool. And then above over here, I keep a watch list of all my alerts. So in a bull market, guys, it's super important. Like, you can only watch so many stocks, say 6, 12, 18, whatever your bandwidth is. But there's so many stocks that are near breakout or near support. They just need a little bit of work. So they might not be ready tomorrow. And as traders, we're so focused on tomorrow, then we forget. We redo our scans, and then all those old stocks go to the crapper, and we look for new ones. And then the scans from 3 days ago start to play out. So what I like to do is set alerts. I will use them on supports, breakout spots, any kind of key inflection point. So I've got a whole list of alerts. And on TC2000, you can get a text message, an alert, pop-ups will come on your computer. Like, I set it up so that I get alerts all over the place. Phone, email, computer, and then also sound. And so I never miss an alert. That way, if it's not on my immediate watch list, it's like a shoulda, coulda, woulda. Then all of a sudden an alert comes up, I can bring it up, and I'm able to watch a lot more stocks without necessarily having them on my main watch list. Then of course I got my Discord, and then I have market indexes on top, and then basically a high of day scanner for my personal watch list. So if I have, say, 20 or 30 names I'm watching, what I want to do is run a scan for stocks that are trending up, that are not at high of days, but within 1% of high of days, that are doing a couple different things. And then they'll start running a filtered list through there. So that way I can look up there and point it out and then put it over here if it starts to go like that. So that's a big part of being just organized. There's so many tools and stuff out there, but how you arrange your trading space is really important. You want to make sure that you have everything at your fingertips, but that you also have the ability to watch all the stocks that you need without having to literally have every single chart up. Because we only have so much bandwidth. And you'll see a lot of the great traders, sometimes they only watch like 4 or 6 stocks. I'm not one of those guys. I like to know everything that's going on. And so having this kind of layout with all the alerts really helps me keep on top of inflection points in the market indexes, but also individual stocks that I'm watching, because I'm swing trading, I'm day trading, I'm also trading options, I also trade cryptocurrency, and I'll throw my hat in anything that's moving around. So guys, let me know if you have any questions, and feel free to leave any comments.